I appreciate you. We're at the end of 2024, which is crazy. I don't know how that happened. You know, we did our first show here in February, and it feels like just yesterday. And I think it feels that way because I haven't stopped thinking about it since, because I really bombed that night. And 2024 was really a year of bombing for me. I had some of my worst performances on stage, but I like to take those as learning lessons. You know, I don't know if I learned what people think is funny, but I definitely know what people don't think is funny. And if you're interested in that, check out my YouTube channel, Matt Minnelli. So thank you. It's been a crazy year. I caught myself saying to someone at work the other day, the days are long and the years are short. And that's when I realized how fucking old I am. I mean, who says that? Whose grandpa said that? Anyone? Anyone? Great grandpa? Dad, you were there. But it really got me reflecting a little bit on kind of just some trends that have come this year that really let me know that I'm getting older. I look around the room, we have some young people who are just in the prime of their youth, feeling good, super handsome. And then we have the rest of us. And so here are some trends that have led me to just really think I'm getting older. I drank more hot tea this year than I ever have. I'm just a big hot tea person, and it's just calming for me. You all right over there? Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to get a big laugh, the hot tea one. That's weird. That's fun. I'm also puzzling. Anyone here like to puzzle? Okay, all old people. So that trends. I'm eating dinner earlier than ever. I had dinner at 4:15 last week, which actually set me up really nice for a glass of hot tea later. So that was nice. Last weekend it was a little unseasonably warm. You guys remember it was 50 degrees? Even though it didn't need it, I thought, why not mow the lawn? Right? I mean, why waste a beautiful day? Why not get out and do a mow? So that was the real tell for me. It's been a fun year. I have a son who turned 6 this year. And I'll tell you what, 6 is a super fun age. I know you guys got one around that age as well. The conversations are just getting better and better. We're talking about life, love, the Loch Ness Monster. I call it the 3 L's. And we're just really diving into that. There's one thing I'm struggling with a little bit, and I guess I could just use some advice. So when I was 6, I was playing soccer, I was playing baseball. Probably hard for you guys to believe. I wasn't a great athlete. I know you're looking at me now like, what could you not do, right? But I was playing football and basketball with my brothers. My son is not leaning into sports right now, and that's fine. I don't want to pressure him. He'll kick the soccer ball around. He'll swing a bat. He's not bad with a wiffle ball bat, but he really doesn't want to play on a team. And so I never want to be that parent. I said from day one, I'll never pressure him into something he doesn't want to do. The one thing I can't stand is parents who, push their kids into stuff so they can live vicariously through them. I don't want to force him to do something. But where do you guys lie on talking him out of certain activities? And let me give you an example. Bodie came home from school, super excited. He's like, Dad, I found an activity I want to do. I'm like, yes, let's go. Like, what is it? Football, flag football, soccer? What are we doing? He pulled out the brochure, and at the top it said Boy Scouts. I had a similar reaction. I know we got some scouts in the house. I've already asked them not to take it personally. Matt, I apologize. I think he's actually the leader of the Scouts of Nebraska, so this is going to be super fun. Who knew that we'd have the Eagle Scout of the U.S. So listen, my initial reaction was, fuck, all right. I remember I told my dad, I'm like, hey, he's interested in Scouts. And my dad goes, oh, shit. But listen, I started reflecting. I thought, there's hiking, there's fishing, there's camping, outdoor stuff. That should be fun. So I'm really proud of myself. I said, you know what? Let's go to this information night, right? Let's get some information. Like, you're interested, I'm going to support you. It didn't help. I'm not going to lie. So the people were great. The snacks were out of this world. And listen, I love I'm not anti-Scout. I love what they do for old people. I love their cookie dough. But what really threw me off was, the first time they said, and just so you know, your child will never be alone one-on-one with an adult. Oh. And I was like, that's interesting thing to say. When they said it the 12th time, I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know if you're familiar with the Bible, but doth protest too much, right? Just so you know, they will never be one-on-one. I'm like, okay, I don't know if we should do this. So now, I'm on the email chain. Thank you. And, whenever there's an activity, I find myself doing the negative sell. Are you guys familiar? So I'll be like, hey, Bodie, the Scouts are doing an event at the Durham Museum. He's like, oh, I love the Durham Museum. I'm like, yeah, me too. I love it. Yeah. I was like, listen, it looks like a guided tour. So we'll have to be single file. And it says in the invite, there's no talking. We just have to listen. Sounds like they're going to do a full history of the state of Nebraska and things like that. So listen, your call. Do you want to go? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, I asked you. I offered it up, I offered it up. That way I can sleep at night, right? Because I'm not taking it from him. He's saying no, but I'm not selling it, I'm a terrible dad, I know. You don't have to tell me, but I just wish he was into the things I was into, like show choir. Like if he comes home in a blue bow tie, fuck, I'm gonna be so proud. 5, 6, 7, 8, right? But it has been a year of growth for me. I'm up about 20 pounds. I'm in the best relationship of my life. I'm in a great, healthy relationship. He's actually here tonight, guys. This is Anthony. Super excited to introduce him to my mom and dad. I'm kidding. Anthony's actually my dentist. Once I start seeing him as a dentist, we stop making love. So I just don't. If your hands are in my mouth, I don't want them anywhere else, But I am in a relationship, and after 2 divorces and just a series of unfortunate relationships, I think I finally figured it out. I think I figured out the key to just a healthy, solid relationship. But I see a lot of couples in here who are happy. I see some that are unhappy. But I'm curious, what do you think is the key to a good relationship? Just shout some out. That's not a rhetorical question. What do we think?
You like to hang out.
They like to hang out. That's nice. What else? Anything else?
Sense of humor.
Sense of humor is important. Said the guy who has no sense of humor. Yeah, go ahead. Hands and mouth are definitely, boundaries, I think is what he's trying to say, boundaries. People say communication. People say, don't go to bed angry. I think I figured it out. And guys, this one's for you. Feel free to take some notes on this. The key to a good relationship, in my mind, is sex before dinner. And let me explain. Sex before dinner has changed everything for me. When you're going to have sex after dinner, you got to pace yourself with the drinking. Guys, you got to be able to, you got to be able to do things later, right? So you can't drink too much. Now with sex before dinner, I'm getting shit-faced at dinner, and it's really just so fun. The other thing, guys, you ever tiptoe at dinner, walking on eggshells, make sure you don't do or say something stupid so that you don't not have sex later? Now I can say and do whatever I want at dinner because I already had sex before dinner. Right? So I really think it's important. Mom, hi.
So proud.
Yeah. I really think it has changed everything. I'm drinking more than ever. I'm doing and saying terrible things, and I'm just having a blast. So as you go into 2025, just think about it. It takes so much pressure off,
It's called prepay. My friends call it prepay.
Prepay, pre-game. Wow. So this is not a new. I didn't invent this. SBD is what I'm coining it. I'm excited about my new LLC, SBD LLC. So I don't know if you guys noticed in this back room, it is the holiday season. Beautifully decorated. Give it up for the decor back here. It's just gorgeous. So holidays. Some people love them. Other people, I think, it brings the worst out in. And if you disagree with me, let me give you some evidence. I just want to read an email that I got from my son's school just about an hour ago, if you don't mind. Dear parents, today after our pre-K Christmas program, there was an altercation between members of a family that required our school to go into shutdown. The school was put in lockdown for several minutes, but then we got back to business as usual. We appreciate your support, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. So my question is, what kind of human being starts a fight with a family member at the pre-K Christmas pageant? I mean, you can say the holiday's a great time of year, but I think people become total assholes. So here's what I would like to do. I'd like to change our goals up tonight. Initially my goal was let's have some great comics, let's have some fun. I'd love to lower the bar for humanity tonight. Do some weird shit, make some bad decisions. So who's in on that goal? Yes. We have this guy right here in the the what is that? What are you wearing? Christmas sweater. So we have a great night for you. And speaking of lowering the bar for humanity, our first comic made his stand-up comedy debut right here at this bar just about 6 months ago. And man, has he leveled out already. His first show, he was funny, he was charming, we all enjoyed it, and it's been a tough road ever since. So guys, put your hands together, or not, for John Murnay.